Yeah.
Eddie, you got to pump your seat up. We can barely see you up there.
And good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall. Good morning, everybody. Wow, we got a packed house this morning here for the old podcast. And Dangerous Dave's here. Good morning, Dangerous.
Good morning. How's everybody?
Captain Kurt's up there at the helm as a producer. Of course, Heather Byers is here taking care of y'all people on the on Facebook there. And then, of course, we are still stuck with Fast Eddie. Everybody say good morning to Fast Eddie.
Morning.
Eddie, what most people don't know is this is part of Eddie's rehabilitation program is to be here every morning. He said you could do two things. You could either wear this tether around your ankle, or you could just come to the Orange Blossom Opry every day and do something. So Fast Eddie's always here doing something. Glad everybody here survived the hurricane. First of all, we're glad for that. Everybody okay through that? Made it through that? We're glad that we did. We had, I always say to pray for a lot of the people because there are several people that had it much worse than we did. You didn't have much. You have a branch down?
Just a couple branches down. Yeah, nothing bad at all. But we did have some electrical issues. We're having, I don't know exactly what is going on with the power in our house, but when we got home, because we took our RV up to South Carolina when the evacuation order came through.
Yeah, you guys all split and left me here.
Yeah.
You might want to mention that. The guys in the band all bolted.
But when we got back, we were unloading the RV and the lights went out in the living room.
Yeah.
So I thought the circuit had tripped. So I went and the circuit was still on, so I shut it off and the lights came back on.
Roger, do you have power yet? Because Roger, our boss, they were without power for a long time. Of course, he lives in the ghetto, but I said, Fruitland Park, that's where they live. You had some, did you say it went on? It came off, but it's on now for good. You're good? We're all good. And the Orange Blossom Opry is good, and we will be, for those of you not sure, we will be open this Thursday, and we are all back on track, and the whole gang is here. And thank you. Everybody who thought of us, prayed for us. I had lots of people sending in messages wanting to know if we were okay. I complained. The worst thing, I had to rake my whole lawn, and it had those twigs and little things that were everywhere. So 3 days with a rake in my hand, and I'm not very ambidextrous. So I had to just, pull with the same side all the time. So my shoulder's like out of whack or something. Anyway, we're good to go, and we're all here, and I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. First of all, this weekend, we have a Captured coming, and it's a Journey tribute band, and those boys should be calling in here about the bottom of the hour, about 10:30, and so we'll get a chance to talk to them. We're excited about that. They always do a great job. 2 shows this weekend. I think both those shows are right close to sold out. There may be a few tickets left. Speaking of tickets, this morning, there's a lot of folks here at the Opry. What are you guys doing over there? Are you the security guards over there or what? You afraid to come in, or you just standing over there? They got tickets. Yeah. Oh, they're in line to get tickets?
Yeah.
Yeah. This morning, starting at 9 o'clock here at the Orange Blossom Opry, you can buy tickets for the 2025 season. And
what a lineup coming up.
Yeah, and what a lineup for 2025 we have. But here's what happens, and I say this all the time. Man, you think, well, why would I buy my tickets now? A bunch of these shows, almost all of them, y'all, sell out. And God bless all you folks who have nothing better to do than come here. We love you all. I just mean it. No, but I mean, they support the Orange Blossom Opry, and they come out. And so the tickets went on sale today, right? Are you in line to get tickets? What?
Yes.
What'd you buy tickets for?
They're getting a number.
You're buying Christmas tickets? Christmas show?
Grassroots.
I can hear. Listen, my hearing is damn near perfect. So what'd you say? Hold on a second. Our roving reporter Mike's there. There you go. Good morning. What are you doing?
We already have Christmas tickets. Now we're getting grassroots tickets.
Oh, tickets for the grassroots?
Yes.
All right. And just by your accent, what part of Alabama are you from?
Yeah, South Jersey, across from Philadelphia.
I picked up on it right away, man. You can't get nothing by me.
I guess, and I love all your busting. That's exactly what we do.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for all that. All right, people buying tickets for the grassroots. You got to get those tickets now, man, because if not, they're going to slide right on by you. Let me tell you about a couple things that are coming up here soon. Is next weekend, and I talked to these guys yesterday. The Pink Floyd experience is now. Eddie, you'll be right out of your mind that weekend, won't you?
Yeah.
Because you're. I mean, you may leave and go with those guys.
Maybe.
Most of us are hoping.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm with the folks around here.
I have to stick around till after the election when we vote something in.
What does that have to do with
mind.
Pink Floyd?
No.
No.
There's a lot to do with Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay. Well,
All right, never mind. It's going to be a great show.
Went over my head. Usually it doesn't take a lot. I'm 6'5". Oh, I want to take a second and say good morning to my lifelong mentor, Butch Heath. Is watching this morning. He called me on the way here this morning, and that's not him. That's probably, what says IRS? I don't know what that is. Never mind that. But if you ever had a guy, when I was a little kid growing up, this guy, we had a band, and I did when I was in high school, and this guy had the band, you know. He had all the sparkle jackets. It's one of the reasons I play a Telecaster is because his guitar player, whose name was Jim Fritzler, played one of those Telecasters. Nice. And back then, I couldn't afford a Telecaster. It cost more than the house I lived in. But he did all the great shows, opened up for all the stars that came, and had all the stuff. And when I was a kid, he's a few years older than me. I just went to watch him, and I go, man, I just want to be like that guy. And I'm still friends with him today. And he and his lovely wife Janet are watching up in Michigan. I love you both, and a big hello to them. And their house is in Fort Myers, and they didn't get beat up too bad either. So.
Good.
All right, and we're going to do something pretty cool here. I got off track, but I am caught up now. If you guys know that most of us here at the Orange Blossom Opry suffer from an extremely bad. No pictures, sir. We're in the witness protection program. Somebody get him out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We have a terrible addiction here at the Orange Blossom Opry. Some of us are donuts. Others are guitars. And if you've been around here, you notice that I don't know how many guitars we bought, but it seems like every once in a while, then it's your turn. You almost can feel the pressure, can't you, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because when Keith Horn buys a new guitar, which is about every other week, then he puts the pressure on, and then Dave has to, of course, follow suit, and then I feel the pressure, and I follow suit. And so I got a new guitar. It came Sunday, UPS on Sunday.
Nice.
So I think you're up next.
I think I am.
Yeah.
So, Charlene, get ready.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Doom, doom, doom.
Doom, 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 doom. Anyway, back to Pink Floyd. We
That's no fair, though. I'm the only guy that has a wife that says, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I posted a thing yesterday, if y'all didn't see my post, because the post is, if your wife is mad at you, go out and buy a new guitar. Or your wife will still be mad at you, but at least you'll have a new guitar. And I said, I take this route. Love your wife to the moon and back. Treat her like the queen she is, like I do. And my wife won't care how many guitars I have. So maybe you need to step it up a little. That's dangerous, you know. Just bring home flowers.
You're setting a bad example.
Next time before the UPS guy shows up with the guitar, you know, just send her those flowers. Say, here, Charlene, here, man, here's some flowers. I love you so much. And she'll go, I love you too, but why is a UPS truck in the driveway? Well,
No, it's with as many animals as we have in our house, UPS is at our house every day.
for UPS, what are they doing?
And Amazon, and
Oh, yeah.
they're bringing the Chewy boxes and the little toys and
Oh.
cat tunnels and.
Let me tell
Oh,
you something.
you need to see the cat enclosure we have in our RV. People were asking, how did you guys take 8 cats in an RV?
Why do you have 8 cats?
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
See, that's so I can have multiple guitars.
See. There you go.
There's a strategy behind it.
So you get a guitar, she gets a cat.
Well, I don't know. She's been feeding these dang strays out there at our house, so
Oh, there's strays here at the Orange Blossom Opry,
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
I know.
Spoiled.
Now,
She's
I
trying
got to
to
tell you
catch 'em.
this. I don't want you all to think that I'm mean, because I'm not. But I am done with pets. And the reason I'm done with pets is because I'm a crybaby. I'm a big old rough, tough guy, and I've been in lots of bar fights and used to enjoy that. But I will cry real easy, and I get so attached to those damn animals that I had to put 2 dogs down at once. And man, I thought I was going to die. And I said, I am done with that. Then I got on this squirrel kick. I've had pet squirrels, and you wouldn't believe how attached to a squirrel you can get. And it's just, I'm done with that. Here's what I'm going to do for animals. I'm going to get goldfish. Because when you come home and they're floating belly up, you don't give a damn. You can just flush them down the toilet, go down and get another fish, put it back in the bowl the next day, and you are just as content as ever.
Or you could get a parrot. They live like 200 years.
Yeah, I had a parrot. My parrot, if you ever go to the Brookfield Zoo in Chicago, everybody ask for the parrot named Sawyer Brown. Because I got a parrot, one of those big parrots, and it was right when our band was starting to take off. And here's what I'll tell you about parrots that I learned. If you don't give them a lot of attention, they'll start pulling their own feathers out and doing crazy things. And he was pretty tearing himself up, so I gave him to the Brookfield Zoo. So back to fish. How attached can you get to fish?
That's true.
All right, moving along here. Speaking of that, let's see. I'll tell you what else is going on in October, everybody. Our country music, classic country show is next Thursday. It just dawned on me, Roger, that's going to happen next Thursday. And it's if you look at the number of tickets sold, when I look at ticket sales, and I see 500, that's really, really good in here, because I really don't know how many we seat in here. Do you know exactly what we can get in here? 550? Somebody know? 525? That's
Close.
Okay, plus a couple seats on the side. Well, anyway, so that thing's right at 525 people. So God bless you folks for coming out here. That's next Thursday.
Yep.
And here's something that may have not dawned on you, but it did on me. Out of all of those songs that all you people sent in the songs, and we picked all the songs from all the requests, and I got enough requests to do 5 more of these shows because I got tons and tons of requests of songs, and we will know them all. Your drummer won't know one of those songs.
Not a single one.
So you better get on it.
Yep. Randy better step it up.
Yeah, he better step it up. That's coming on Thursday. Always an exciting week here, y'all, at the Orange Blossom Opry. Hotel California is coming back, and we're so excited to have those guys back. And I'm sure
2 shows. Or
Yeah,
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. If they're not sold out, they probably
Both
close.
shows our birthdays are sold out already.
Oh, they are sold out? Roger's giving me the sign. So those guys, and just awesome fellas, too, they are. So we're gonna close out October on the 29th and 30th with Hotel California. Let's see, November 2nd coming is a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young tribute band, and that's on November 2nd. They're called Laurel Canyon, and the interesting thing about that is that Gary Burr guy, I should have done a little more research for him, but he wrote a bunch of songs for the Pure Prairie League band. So was he in that band?
He took Vince Gill's place in Pure Prairie League.
Well, those are some big shoes to fill.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, good grief. All right, well, they'll be here, and we're excited about that. 2 shows. Fleetwood Mask, that show sells out a lot. They're coming, and that's always real quick. I'm going to have to shut this off. It's the IRS. I don't know what they would want with me, but there we go. Probably something about
I think it's probably PETA.
PETA. Yeah,
Talking about fish.
Yeah. They mad?
They're
Yeah.
watching you.
PETA. I don't know who PETA is, do I? I don't know what they are. Anyway, Fleetwood Mask. Stevie Ray Vaughan will be here. He's been here before. They were good, but these guys on November 23rd.
Stevie Ray Visited is the name of that group.
Yeah. Do you know anybody in that band?
I don't, but I've heard of Robbie Duran, the guitar player.
Yeah.
He's like renowned as a Stevie Ray.
The Stuff.
Yeah.
He's the Stuff. We
He
can't
really
use
is.
that other word, but it's the Stuff. We can use that.
He
Also,
does a
folks,
great job.
for some of you new folks that are here in the audience, we always like to take questions. So if you have any questions, just raise your hand. And Mike is our roving reporter. Captain Mike will be out there and be glad to scoot up over there, and we'll take any questions that you have. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. We'll just stop what we're doing.
Oh, real quick, speaking of Captain Mike there,
Yeah.
we missed his birthday last week.
No, I didn't. I sent him a birthday thing. We forgot to sing happy birthday.
Yeah,
to
we
him,
didn't get a
but
chance
it was
to
good.
tell him.
I got him flowers, but it blew away with a hurricane.
Oh, they did. Did you bring black flowers? Because Mike was Mike 80?
Something like that. I don't know.
I suppose that is. My phone is just, why is my phone blowing up? Happy birthday, Mike. Mike is our road captain for our Harley guys, all of our Harley riders. We're going to try to get out and do a little ride tomorrow. You in?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I think Nathan's up. Keith Horn's still out of town, but I believe we're up for taking a little putt. That's if you go get my Harley for me.
Yeah, we got to find someplace to go that's not flooded.
Yeah, or someplace that
flooded
has
getting
electricity. Yeah, I went over to Eaton's Beach on Sunday to get something to eat, and they were closed. So I don't know what the deal was with that. Anyway, then on Thanksgiving, we'll be closed, and I always put this out. My wife works on Thanksgiving Day every year, and that means one thing only. That means I have nowhere to go, so I take bids. Any of you folks that feel the kindness of your heart to have me over to your house, I tried it with the bosses, but they both said they were busy. They were feeding the homeless and didn't have time for me or something. I don't know. But anyway, so Thanksgiving will be closed. And then I'm excited because I've worked my tail off. So has Dangerous Dave, everybody. We're doing something really different this year on our Christmas show. We're going to do, the first part of the show is going to be the Orange Blossom Opry Choir. And everybody's going to be thinking, as Fast Eddie was thinking, oh, God, it'd be boring. Listen, this is not your church choir. This is not your recital from high school. We've cut these tracks. We've taken these songs and twisted them. They're all songs that you will know. Hopefully they'll recognize. We didn't destroy it too bad. But they're all songs that you can know and you can kind of sing along with, but they're all done in a real different way.
We could rename it as Bobby's Twisted Christmas.
Yeah, it'll be Bobby's Twisted. Well, we've worked hard, and so have a couple of guys in the band been in there with the studio creating this. So we're really looking forward to our Christmas show. I think I looked ahead and saw one of those Christmas shows are already selling up there real good. So if you want to come to the Christmas shows, y'all, they usually always all sell out. So we're looking forward to that. You weren't here last year, were you?
I wasn't, no.
So this will be your first Christmas show. Wow. So you've not read? Have you read the whole script? Because the guitar part, where the guy, the guitar player comes down in the Ted Nugent outfit. Remember the one that he wore?
I thought it was a Cheech and Chong tutu.
Yeah, that's what it is. He comes out front with just the guitar and the what do they call that thing?
Loincloth?
I don't know what it was. Ted Nugent's whacked in the head. I love Ted Nugent, by the way. Lots of guitar stuff, though, in the Christmas show, everybody. The Buzzcats will be here on November 30th to kick off our Christmas shows. What's that guy's name? Ricky Sylvia. He's an awesome guy. Just a great guy. And they have a great show. And then Thursday on December 5th, now, Eddie, you partake in this just about, it's Ugly Sweater Day. On Thursdays, they're going to do an ugly sweater. What is that all about, Eddie?
Just wear your ugliest sweater.
I don't own any sweaters, but
we can have one knitted for you. I'll give him some ideas.
No, I can tell you guys a story. Hopefully, he's not listening. But when I was in Sawyer Brown, and people do this all the time, and you know, God bless you. We appreciate our friends and our fans, but every year this fan would buy me a sweater for Christmas every year. And it was just a fan, and she would, I'm still friends with her, as a matter of fact. She worked for the Teamsters Union in Baltimore, Maryland. And she would send me a sweater. Well, I never wore sweaters. I just was not, as you might notice, I'm not really a sweater kind of guy or button-down guy. So every year, I'd get that sweater, and I'd repackage it. And every year, my brother-in-law got a new sweater for Christmas for years. So, maybe he's figured that out by now, but anyway. So that's the ugly sweater thing going on. The Edge Effect will be here. They are awesome. They're here on December 6th, and their show's called Under the Mistletoe. If you've not seen them, they're awesome. They're just a guy. Somebody, I think Chris, I was talking to the chef, Chris, said he saw one of those guys. Were you there, Eddie? Where did you see him? One of them?
Yeah, down at a gun show.
Oh, he saw one of the guys at a gun show.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the Edge, right? Johnny Wild will be here. All you people go wild over Johnny Wild, don't you? The girls and everything go crazy over him. He's Johnny Wild and the Delights. They have 2 shows as well. And then the only other outside show we have is Let's Hang On. And that's a Christmas show, and those guys are good. We love Bob and the gang. They were one of the first shows I saw when I came here. I thought, wow, those guys were really good. Christmas, I can run this down real quick, but you all aren't going to remember. December 8th, 12th, 13th, 15th, 19th, and 20th, 21, and 22. We have a Christmas show the 22nd? We do. That's getting right up there, close to the date. Awesome. 21 and 20. Well, 20, 21, and 22 are our Christmas shows. So come on out and see us.
That's usually the best time to have the Christmas shows.
Yeah, I know. I was pushing for March, but I couldn't get Roger to buy into it. So get that Roger Buyer into it. I couldn't get Roger Byers into it. That's the story there. Anyway, so all that's what's going on at the end of up until the end of the year. And I got to tell you this: after the first of the year. This is starting my 6th year here, Dave. And when I started here, this place was kind of a laid-back, cool place. Not a lot of, what I want to say, not a lot of energy, not a lot of action. It was a cool place. They had stuff going on, and it was kind of fun. In the last few years, this place has gone nuts. And the not only the energy from the building and the people and everybody that works here, but from you, the folks. It seems like we're all just up on this thing. So after the first of the year, we have a schedule like I've never seen since we've been here. And we start working. The first thing that happens after the first of the year is we're going to add, in December, we're going to add Sundays. So right now we work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But in December, we add Sundays. And we'll start doing our Christmas shows. And then after the first of the year, man, it's wide open.
Well, and on January 1st,
yes,
is a brand new thing for the opera here. We're going to be doing the Blues and Brews.
Blues and Booze and Brews?
Blues and Brews,
I get that mixed
or
up.
Brews and Blues, I'm not sure.
Brews and Brew. Bruises and booze, that goes together usually, yeah. Too much booze, you'll end up there. Yeah, we're going to do
Roger, just hit that fader up a little bit.
a blues night is what we're going to do on Wednesdays.
And that starts on January 1st.
Yep. And they're you know more about this than I, Dave, because some of these cats are pretty serious guys, right? There we go. Somebody said, "Let there be light," and there was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like a lot of light up on top because you can see through the top of my hair.
There's a little bit of a glare there.
No, there's no glare on my hair. Look up there now, Hoss. I tell you this. People ask me all the time, "Is that?" It's my real hair. They say, question from Roger. Yeah, go. Oh, it's silence because he has
microphone.
He's going to give me the microphone. So
Oh,
my question is, the mirror ball that was set up there for one show only.
Oh, yeah.
I was told, it's still there. So
It kind of gives Bobby a real
that's all
good
Eddie.
look.
And as much as I love mirror balls, I'm kind of wondering how long those are going to stay up there.
I've not noticed a mirror ball. Have you all noticed
Nah,
a mirror ball?
see,
All the folks, they're all nodding, going, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's just do this, just by a quick vote, show of hands, people that saying, hey, wake up, somebody wake that guy up. Okay. Those of you that think the mirror ball should stay, put your hands up. Yep. Those of you that think it should go.
Roger's outnumbered.
Oh, yeah. Well, both the bosses are going to throw it out. Basically, they're going to make the final decision. I never noticed the mirror ball up there.
State-of-the-art gold.
Did you put
mirror
that
ball.
up there, Eddie?
Yeah.
What the hell for?
No. Mirror balls were around long before disco. They got a bad rap,
Well-
kind of like the Bee Gees. They were around in the big band era.
Oh, yeah.
Saving it for our polka show.
You're going to use a mirror ball in the polka show?
I don't know what.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
what
guys-
I'm gonna do on the polka.
Hey, you guys, are any polka fans out there? Yeah, a bunch of. Come on, don't be ashamed. Yeah, but get your hands up there. It's good music.
Two people.
Well,
Two
yeah.
people out of 1,000.
I guarantee you those shows will sell out, Eddie. They'll be, and I'm going to make your ass sit right up here on the stage. Maybe that day you could be stage manager.
We'll put him in that mirror ball helmet.
Run sound, run lights, do all of it. Be the accordion player's personal accordion guy. Oh man, ain't nothing wrong with polka music now. I mean, polka music's like bluegrass music to me. A little bit of it, is good. Now, Eddie, a little bit means about 5 minutes. But for me, I'll be able to get you those shows. I kind of don't have anything against.
Nah, being from Pennsylvania, I just played too many polkas in weddings.
The Pennsylvania polka,
Yeah,
the polka.
yeah, there was
Now,
a-
did you call it polka? Because it was polka. There's an L in there. It's a polka. How do you say it? You're a polka fan. Polka. You're damn right. It's a polka. Get out there and polka. I can polka. Can you polka? I can dance like that. I can do that.
No.
Can you, Eddie?
It's like square dancing, man. No, it wasn't my thing. My parents did it.
Yeah, so that makes them.
I did it one time on a drunken bet with my cousins and
Danced?
we
boy.
crashed our square dance polka thing and
Can
that
you-
was it. One time we got thrown against the wall and I was like, that's not happening.
Can you
anymore.
imagine seeing Eddie dancing? That would be that'd be something worth watching there in and of itself. Well, anyway, the Blues and Brews series started the first of the year, and I know who Walter Trout is.
Yes.
And
But the very first one is going to be Marsha Ball.
Yep. Tell me about
And
that.
If you don't know who Marsha Ball is, she's a staple in Central Texas. She's one of the best piano players you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
I mean, she does, and I don't know that I would quite consider her traditional, like what we would think of as blues.
Yeah.
But she does like a lot of almost like Cajun style, Americana, a little bit of the funky R&B kind of blues. But she's an amazing singer and an amazing piano player. Has a great band. It's actually Johnny from the Thunderbirds has been playing guitar for her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
All right.
that's the very first show on January 1st.
And here's what I say, folks: if you don't come see another show, you need to come see Paul Thorne. He's awesome. He's funny. He's got an interesting story and a bit of a testimony. And I was blown away when I saw him. And I heard about him for a long time I used to listen to Rick and Bubba, which is a radio show. Good grief! I thought, how do you shut your phone off? I can't shut it off because those guys are gonna call it 10:30. Anyway, where was I going? Oh, I used to watch him on the Rick and Bubba show and listen to him there. So Paul Thorne will be here on January 22nd, and he's awesome as well. So it's going to go on all the way up into April with Walter Trout, and we look forward to that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It'll be kind of
Eric Johansson, Ali Venable.
a bit of a different thing here.
Yeah, some great blues guitar players and musicians.
All right, and now Eddie, every day you have a record up there. We don't want to forget about you. Tell me what's happening now with what's going on up there.
Well, the 45 here is a gold 45 of Tammy Wynette's "Stand by Your Man."
Yes.
And how it came about that is when Georgette was here. Georgette Jones is the daughter of George Jones and Tammy Wynette, and it was a funny story. I thought about it. It just reminded me. We were getting sound check, and our drummer who lived 2 hours away was like 45 minutes late for this sound check of Georgette. So I got to hang out and talk with her, and I showed her my George Jones autographed guitar.
Yeah.
And bought another guitar that she signed for me. So I have a whole wall of George and Tammy at home. And anyway, recently I came across the daughter of a gentleman who actually played with Tammy, and it's mind-blowing. This jacket that's down here it's something to do with the Olympics. On the back it has the Olympics logo.
Oh, yeah.
And Tammy, it's embroidered. This gentleman played with Tammy, and he passed away, and his daughter had it, and I found it. And it's a Tammy hand. Not only is it embroidered with Tammy Wynette's name on it, but it's hand signed by Tammy in 1996, which is really super cool. So that's going to go really good by my George Jones autographed guitar and memorabilia. I've sent a message to Georgette to actually see if she knows more about the history of that, because the daughter didn't know. Her dad has had this for many, many years in a closet. So very cool, very cool. Anyone who don't know Tammy Wynette, she was like the queen of country music.
Tammy Wynette was the queen. Well, speaking of that, somebody here, I'm not sure who's on the end of the line, but good morning. This is Bobby Randall and Dangerous Dave at the Orange Blossom Social. Who's on the line?
Hello, it's Neil Sean.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Steve Perry.
Hey, buddy. How y'all doing? It's the guys from Captured, everyone. Round of applause. Yes, sir. How you fellas doing?
Doing great, man. We're excited. We're very excited to be having an evening with you folks.
I tell a joke about y'all because I'm the guy, and we have an auditorium full of people here. I have to advance the dates, so I end up calling these guys every act that comes here, usually 2 weeks before they come, find out what's going on. And they said they've been here before. So we don't care about anything. All we care about is that pork steaks, the food that they have. So we have your pork steaks ready.
Man, I can't wait for that. I'm so excited about it. I've been waiting for that all year, Bob.
Yeah, well, it'll be awesome. We look forward to having you all, and that's this Saturday. And have you? What is October? Y'all been busy this year?
Wait, Matt.
Yes, we have. We've had quite a few shows. We largely play in the Midwest, but then we love having this opportunity to come on down the Florida way and enjoy some beautiful weather. Thankfully, with Milton out of the way now, can hope that continues. And so, yes, we've had a fairly busy year and look forward to a busy 2025 as well.
Well, it's going to be awesome weather here. This weekend's going to be, it's been hotter than all blue blazes, and it's finally cooled down. It's going to be in the mid-70s when you get here.
80s. It'll be 80s.
80s, so it'll be a beautiful day on Saturday. You have 2 shows. I'm not sure if there are any tickets left. I'll get a sign here. Yes, there are a few tickets left for the shows. I think the first show, there's a few tickets left, but the second show is sold out. So we're excited about having you all, and just look for Journey is always a great show. You guys do an incredible job, and there are a bunch of great fellows to work with as well. So, all right, on Saturday, listen.
Thank you for that, Bob. We really appreciate that.
All right, Rob, you all take care of yourself. I look forward to seeing you, and we'll have your food ready, your rooms ready, and we'll just rock and roll a little bit on Saturday. All right.
Awesome. And we're looking forward to
get everybody to follow us on Facebook and follow us on Orange Blossom, and we can't wait to see everyone. We're ready to rock and see you guys, man. We missed you, and it's always a great time. You guys treat us so great, and we're looking really forward to the show.
All right, fellas. Safe travels. We'll see you soon. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Take care.
So much.
Yep. Thanks, guys. That's guys from Captured right there. A bunch of nice guys too, huh? Really nice guys.
Yeah, Rob and Matt from Captured.
Yep. They're good fellas. So that'll be on Saturday. Let's see. Moving on. Any questions? For some of you new folks, I know that if you have questions, raise up your hand, and Mike will get around to you. Let Mike get to you, because Dave and I can't hear squat. Yes, ma'am.
I'm interested in the tickets that you were going to do for $100.
Well, we were going to do this thing for a benefit we were going to do, and then Milton hit, and so we're kind of right now trying to rethink what we need to do. We were going to do something to help some of the folks in North Carolina, and now there may be people right here in our own state. So we're trying to figure out what to do, the right thing to do. Here's the thing. Is my dad used to say, no good deed goes unpunished. So as sure as we did this, whatever that is, we do this, somebody would be mad because we should have done that. And that's the case in many things. So we're just going to rethink it and try to figure out what we need to do and who we can help. So thank you for asking. And there was a lot of people that were supportive. We just got to figure out what we're going to do, and we'll make that decision. Let's see. Let's talk about the first of the year, Dave.
Yes.
Is anybody coming that you're really excited about seeing?
Oh, absolutely. There's actually quite a few that are coming.
Yeah.
But the ones that...
Here it is.
Speaking of tickets for sale, again, tickets just went on sale this morning for all these shows. But, of course, Neil McCoy. You got to love Neil McCoy.
Yeah. You know me? Do you know Neil?
I've done a lot of shows with him over the years. We've opened for him quite a bit.
Here's the thing about Neil McCoy is, and you guys, the bus pulls up here anytime between midnight and 6 in the morning. We never know when they get here. There's a bus pad out there, and they park. And a lot of the times the stars you never see, and then some guys just kind of come in and don't. Neil McCoy will be the first guy off the bus and probably the last guy to get back on the bus. He will talk to everybody in this auditorium. He will talk to everybody on the stage, his staff. He doesn't care if you're the boss, the owner, or if you're the guy that cleans the toilets. Neil McCoy is going to shake hands with you and talk to you, and that's the kind of guy he is.
And interesting enough, if you've met him before, there's about an 80% chance he will remember you.
Yeah, he's pretty good
he
about
has
that.
a great memory.
And
He's known Charlene for years.
Yeah.
Because, Charlene's a nurse.
Yeah.
And she used to be a nurse at the hospital, his hometown hospital.
Yeah.
And so they met. I don't remember the exact circumstances of their meeting, but every time we've ever run into him, he always remembers her.
That's awesome.
And he's remembered me as well. So.
Yeah, and he's a character. You can Yeah, there's probably, you could write a book on the stories of Neil McCoy. But
Absolutely.
you never leave your cell phone. Karen, our video person, remember, you never leave your cell phone laying around when Neil McCoy is there.
He'll get on your cell phone. You know, he's got this thing going on Facebook that I follow. I don't know if you all do. But every morning he says the Pledge of Allegiance. And it's like 3,000 some odd days in a row.
Several years
I
now.
can't remember, but yeah, he does it every morning. And I first met Neil McCoy, the band Sawyer Brown. Before we picked the name Sawyer Brown, our band was called Savannah. And we did like Dave and everybody else did. We traveled around and played these rat hole bars all over the country, everywhere. And a lot of folks were on the same circuit because if you would get, what would happen, is you'd get a booking agent who would book you. And you go, good, we got a booking agent. Well, he only has these certain clients that he books you, so, which is fine. But you ended up, playing the same places as you and the next guy and stuff. And Neil had a little band way back in the early 80s called White Buffalo. And we played a lot of the same Oklahoma, Texas beer joints and stuff. So he'll be here. I'm excited to see him. Who else we got coming along?
A lot of the acts that are coming in have been here before, like the Bellamy Brothers.
Yeah, you got all of them.
Jimmy Fortune, all of those guys. But someone coming in that I actually have never done a show with or have gotten to even see him live is John Conley.
Oh, really?
I've never been able to see John
I
Conley.
don't know.
Yeah, he's great.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
You know, Steve Seitler is his guitar player. And Steve Seitler, I've known 100 years, started working for John when John just got his record deal. And it's one of the stories, the Gatlins have the same story with Steve Smith, the guitar player, has been playing strictly with John Conley for, I think probably, how long has he been around? 40 years, 50 years? Something like that. John Conley comes out here. He's one of those guys who will sing, every song he will sing, you will know. You'll go, because he's just got hit after hit. And still sings real good, and had the same guitar player for that many years. That must speak something of him. I can't keep a job for more than 4 or 5 years.
We're creeping up on Halloween, so we've got a bunch of Thursday showcases. We're going to do a special Halloween show, too.
Oh,
We've got
nice.
a costume. We're doing a costume.
I don't dress. Well, I've dressed up for that once before, but I have. Yeah, the Halloween show where you.
Mike's got a good one.
Mike won the Halloween contest last year. He dressed up like me, and it was really weird because my wife was in the parking lot going. I said, "Where are you going?" She goes, "Wait a minute." Oh, whoa, it's not you.
This year, Mike's doing the spandex edition.
Oh God,
So I
don't
heard,
do that.
Yeah,
Don't.
we're going to put him in the zebra spandex. Edition.
Pretty sure
I
that,
usually
that
come
act
dressed-
was one and done, I think.
One and done.
Never going to top that.
That's pretty fun.
Usually as a costume, I dress up as a guitar player. But
Yeah, there you go.
You know, and then on another Thursday night, we're going to do a November 7th to honor the veterans. So there's going to be a special.
Yeah, somebody was just asking me about that, but when that show is going to be, and I said, well,
November 7th.
I don't know. So there you go, November 7th. All right. Well, that will be awesome. Most of the tribute stuff is done before the first of the year. And you know, I got to tell you something. I don't. And Eddie, you may be working on this secretly, but I think Eddie's working on a tribute act himself.
Which
Because,
one?
yeah, well, when you come in here sometimes during the day, Eddie does a lot of work behind the scenes, y'all, a lot of work. And I think he's working on a tribute act because when I heard him singing, and I sat there and listened for a while, and I went, I'll be damned. Eddie, you know, because Eddie likes to sing. And I said, I think Eddie's, are you working on something we don't know about?
No, but I did have a vision last night, though.
Well,
Yeah.
because I came in here yesterday and he was singing, and y'all listen. And you know, to be a tribute act, you know this, you got to be right on the money. You
Yeah.
can't, you know, if you're going to go out, this guy, Rob, who does Steve Perry, they're right on the money. It is, and the guy that's going to do Freddie Mercury, do you think that's an easy gig? No. You got to be right on the money. And so when I came in here and I'm listening to Eddie, I went, damn, he is right on the money. And so you sure? Because I swore to God that Yoko Ono was singing in here when I was here the other day.
I practice a lot.
Well, I mean, you are right on the money.
See, one thing you didn't know when we got all these rock. Hey, speaking of another show that I think Roger's involved in this one, the brothers Doobie.
Yes.
Coming a Doobie Brothers tribute. That has to be Roger working on that. But anyway, that's another one of the shows coming next year. So
Could be Doobie Brothers tribute show?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I know they snuck that in. I didn't even see that. But back to the back to the singing
Yoko
thing.
Ono.
Yeah, Yoko Ono thing. No, it has nothing to do with Yoko Ono. But actually, when we seen all these tribute artists coming in here, I literally in the '80s had a mobile DJ show that opened up for major acts like that. So that's probably where all that spandex outfits, and I know it is. But
So you dress like that too, all weird?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I had all kinds of. I probably had 6 different kinds of spandex pants that I wore, but that's just. But that's the '80s, man, and and Quiet Riot, Molly Hatchet, all these bands. I got to be an opening act as a disc jockey. So I said, man, one of these days when we bring these rock bands in here, I need to unleash either out front or something, because it's just something that I did all through the '80s, and it's kind of like building up. You know what I mean? You got to
unleash
let loose somewhere. I got to lose some weight before I put the spandex on.
But I'll tell you something. Have you noticed?
And them donuts didn't help, but I haven't touched one, Roger.
Have you noticed? I mean, if you're looking for a venue or looking for a play, I mean, have you noticed how big that dumpster is in the back?
I could rock that dumpster.
You could rock that dumpster. Hey, speaking of the Doobie Brothers, do you know John Cowan? Do you know who he is?
Oh, yeah.
John Cowan is out playing bass with the Doobie Brothers. He's been playing bass with them. I'm buddies with him. He is an unbelievable singer. One of those guys that are just like, holy mackerel. He was the lead singer. They had a band. We were on the same label. It was called Newgrass Revival. And he was the lead singer in Newgrass Revival. You may remember the hit Callin' Baton Rouge. Now, Garth had a big hit on Callin' Baton Rouge, but they did.
And John sang on Garth's version.
Garth got him to sing on his record. That song was written by Dennis Lindy, by the way, in case anybody cares. But anyway, so we got to. That's exciting that we're having a Doobie Brothers tribute show.
Yeah.
That'll be kind of fun. Of course, Gary Pucket, who is the real deal, will be here for Gary Pucket in the Union Gap. Young girl, you know something cool about him? He's a great guy. I got some different guitars back there. He's the only guy that's ever walked in and looked at that one guitar of mine and said, "Oh man." He knew exactly what the guitar was.
Howard Roberts?
Yeah, pretty knowledgeable dude about music and guitar.
I found a Gary Pucket in the Union Gap 8-track.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to get to sign it. Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Anybody remember 8-tracks?
Yeah, I do. Our first record deal, there's somewhere out there, I have one at my mom's house. Our first record, Sawyer Brown's record, there were some 8-tracks.
Was it really?
Yeah, they put some out there. I have one somewhere. It's just... because it was, our first record came out in 85, or 84 was our first record that came out. And so for some reason, they were still popping out a few 8-tracks then. Hotel California will be back here on the 13th of March. So
Cody, you got to mention Cody. He's going to have 3 shows. How does he do that? 2 in one day or something, or 3 days in a row?
Well, let's take a look here and see what old Cody's got. Looks like Cody's got 2 shows on one day and 1 show on...
that's what he's doing.
So on the if the first, January 1st is starting our first blues show. On the 2nd is Elvis 68. That's Cody. That's just 1 show at 7 o'clock. And then 2 shows the next day, Elvis Born to Rock and Elvis the 70s, 3 and 3. So 2 shows on the 3rd. So on the 4th, remember me telling you all we're going to work every day? Then on the 4th, it's Phil Dirt and the Dozers. And on the 5th, Sweet Caroline starring Jay White. I wonder what that is. Is that a tribute?
Neil Diamond. Yeah, we had him here before.
That's Neil Diamond before? Oh, yeah, that'll be awesome.
He's great.
And then just away we go. No stopping.
Gale.
Crystal Gale. The Gatlins will be here. You know who I'm excited about? Because they didn't come here last year, Roger, were the Isaacs. The Isaacs are going to be here this year. And they are awesome. And we missed them last year some way or another. I'm not sure how that happened. I'm also excited about the Cleverleys. They're kind of a bluegrass band that sing whacked out stuff, which is right up my alley. They sing rock songs. If you know the song "Walk Like an Egyptian," who had that song? Do you know?
The Bangles.
The Bangles had "Walk Like an Egyptian," but they do a bluegrass version of "Walk Like an Egyptian." So they'll be here as well. Just the whole next year is just packed with crazy stuff and a lot of stuff. That Rod Stewart guy's going to be back again.
The tribute acts that are coming back next year, the one that I'm most excited to see is Brass Transit.
Oh.
The Chicago group.
Yeah, they're unbelievable.
They were so good.
Yeah, those guys I mean, it's kind of probably a little late in the game, but those guys ought to do. I know that they were in recording stuff, but they should do something on their own. They were.
Oh, they do. They do. The keyboardist has worked with Rick Emmett from Triumph on a couple different albums.
But I mean, do they do? I wonder if they do an
studio
album
stuff
of their own. What I mean is, do they do an album of their own music? Their own thing. They ought to try to do something of their own.
I think they have one that I bought that they did actually with an orchestra, but it was Chicago Songs doing orchestra.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah, I think they're better than Chicago.
Speaking of own, I got a new song to try out. Anybody coming to Friday Night Live? Anybody? A few folks coming to Friday Night Live. I got a new song going to try out because we're trying to still get on this blues thing, and so we have a new blues song for this Friday night. You don't even know about it yet, so. We're gonna try out.
Here, Dave, do this.
Yeah. No, Dave.
Dave.
We switch instruments. Dave becomes the bass player, and Keith becomes the guitar player in our little blues band, and it's pretty fun. Let's see. I don't know.
Tina Turner tribute. We've never had. That's a new one.
Yeah. I saw Tina Turner. We were on the same record label as she was, and I never did a show with her, but I got to go to a show because we were on the same record label. That was a long time ago. She was amazing. Now here's something I don't know what this is. DeSoto Tigers Testimony.
They're a blues group.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, they are a blues
Yeah.
group. DeSoto Tigers.
Is it Zydeco kind of stuff? It's kind of Cajun, isn't it?
No, they're straightforward blues. They're kinda,
okay, cool.
If I remember looking at some of their videos, they're kind of Chicago style.
Yeah. Ron Vincent will be back. Riders in the Sky will be here. That's pretty amazing. Our John Denver guy. Just a bunch of cool stuff. So go on our website, everybody, and check out and see what's going on. I don't want to bore you all to death with everything, but with just an exciting year here at the Orange Blossom Opry. A lot of new things coming, different things, a lot of same. I don't want to say the same old guys, but the people that we all love. I mean,
Did you see this one? The
Gene
Piano
Watson.
Man coming in?
Billy Joel.
It's Piano Men. It's Generations.
yeah.
It's a father-son team. And they do Elton John and Billy Joel and a lot of the great piano
Do they do
players.
What if they do Liberace?
I bet they do. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool to take a Liberace song and like rock it up? I wonder if he did a Christmas album. We might be able to sneak
Eddie,
that in.
isn't your wife a nurse?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe she can help you out. Eddie, you need some meds.
Liberace rock
Question
album.
down front there. We'll wait till Mike gets over there.
Pat Boone did it. He did a rock album. So
Yeah, he
did
did.
it. You could do Liberace stuff, I
I
think.
just wanted to say that the Elton John show the other night was one of the best, most phenomenal
Yeah, wasn't he
Yeah.
great?
tribute
Yeah.
shows I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, they
It
were
was
great.
And I put that on your, on his thing on the Orange Blossom Opera. And Sir Elton John put a heart on it that he liked what I said. So apparently he reads everything that this
Comes
guy
up from
does.
those guys?
Yes, he was fantastic.
Well, evidently he is good friends with the
Yeah.
artist, and it was really cool. He has the original capes and shoes and
Yeah,
sunglasses
yeah.
and stuff. And backstage, he handed it to Charlene as he was telling us about it, and she almost fell over because that thing is so heavy.
So here's what I personally strive for is all these acts come in here, man, there's tons of them. And they come from every walk of life, and they're all weird because we're all musicians, so everybody's kind of weird. But I always, I like when they're done and they leave, I want them to have a great experience. And the folks from Rocket Man sent me this that said, Bobby, thank you so very much for your help and your kindness. We had a wonderful time, and we hope to return to the Orange Blossom Opry. Please extend our gratitude to everyone at the Opry, as it was a great show. And then they just went on to say, hope that you got okay through the hurricane. We hope to come back, rock out, sign Somali. Somali's his wife and one of the background singers and everything. So that's what we like, is that everybody comes here, and it was our first time with them. A little bit different, as you noticed, the stage looked a little different. They had stuff scattered everywhere. And but everything went off awesome. It was everything went off like as planned. I'll tell you who's another thing is the Pink Floyd guys want to load in at 8 o'clock in the morning because they've got lasers and all other kinds of things as well. So some of these guys, showing up with their big time shows. So we'll be excited. If we have any questions online, Captain Kurt, I'm kind of babbling here. Thank you so much.
One thing we haven't touched on yet that's really important
is
coming
the
up.
maple syrup. Yes, what?
The competition's coming up.
Yes.
The Golden Star and the Rising Star, both. 2 different competitions. The Golden Star is going to be for contestants 30 and above, and then the Rising Star is going to be contestants 30 and below. And that starts in January as well.
On Thursdays, right?
On Thursdays, yes. In place of our Thursday night showcase, we're going to be doing these competitions. And there's some great prizes this time. I mean, not that there haven't always been great prizes, but there's like $1,000 on the line.
$1,000 to get?
I think we need to start a platinum. I'll join the platinum contest.
Wow.
Yeah. You got to have good hair, though, so that'll eliminate a lot of them right out of bat.
You call that what you have good hair, Eddie?
Yeah.
By whose standards?
This is 80s gel hair.
Gel hair. Yeah, I reckon. All right, yeah, $1,000. Holy mackerel! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's weird. So they get that. Do we have to record them again, or do we not?
I'm not certain, but
Nope. No recording.
But they do get the opening act.
Yeah,
like we did with Ty, but those competitions, I think they're signing up now, I believe, and you have to contact Neil for that. Neil.
Is there any audition? Do you have to audition, or you just kind of got to get in there? I suppose Neil vets them, whatever.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, so if you're interested in getting on stage with us and cutting the rug, and the possibility of winning $1,000,
you're gonna have to learn a Yoko Ono song.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you'd like to enter, contact Neil Bogus at contest@obopry.com.
There you go. If you're interested in being on that, so that'd be great. Why
and
wouldn't you?
Again, it's 2 different contests for 30 and above and 30 and below. So actually, I think that's going to be awesome.
So what if you're 29 and 3/4 and you're just fixing to turn 30?
Or your birthday switches right at
Yeah,
that
what if
time.
you start out and you're 29 and the Heather back there, the boss.
Or if you're like
boss
Bobby
is
and you
shooting.
celebrate your birthday the whole week.
Yeah, what if you start out at the contest and you're 29, but your birthday's in the middle and you switch 30? Are you disqualified then?
You're out of
Well,
there.
if you're really good, you can win them both.
Yeah. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
There you go. If you're awesome, you can just slide in there and win both of them. Well, that starts at 2, and that'll be fun. You know, I always like that because what happens is down toward the end of the contest, not that the people are bad or anything, but you really, a lot of people that are really good come to light. I mean, that's where we saw Ty Love and watched him just, man, live. That guy is awesome. And, you know, I think one of the things that the Orange Blossom Opry, I like to think anyway, that we do some good here in helping some of those young people because it kind of gives them a platform, gets their name out there on more of a national basis. And those guys are, you know, I'd like to think that we're a little bit influential and kind of helping those kids get started. So,
well, you know, in a world of internet, you know, a lot of them are using, you know, kudos out to our photographers and video. Kurt and Heather and Karen, when she does it, those pictures, they use those as their promos, which is really rewarding for me to see that, you know, some really cool lighting and
well-lit pictures. And
yeah. So that's really good for them. And I'm not in that world of internet, whatever that's called.
Social media.
Yeah, social media stuff.
Yeah, obviously.
But I do watch it, and I do see how that really helps them. And
Have you ever heard of Facebook? You know Facebook? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm on Facebook. But.
Well, I'll tell you something though. With these record labels these days, it's different from when I was into the business because that's the first thing they ask when you take a guy into a record label and go, hey, here's this young guy, and you know, if you know somebody, if you know the people that work there, it's not so hard to get in there. A little more difficult if you don't. But that's one of the first things they say. Well, how many followers does he have on Facebook? And I go, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know, it's funny about that too is, you know, we play a lot of different instruments up here. So I've looked into some endorsements with some different companies.
Yeah.
Particularly like strings, you know, because you know, how many guitar strings do we go through a week? But that's the very first question that Ernie Ball asks is, what's your Spotify page and how many followers do you have?
Really?
Yeah.
Are we on Spotify? We're not even on Spotify.
I don't think we're on Spotify, but
We are
I don't
not
even
on
know what's-
Spotify,
A
but
lot of
we
those
are on-
artists are.
We are on Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
and YouTube. So
Yeah,
make sure to
yeah.
tag us in your post.
What's Spotify, Captain Kurt?
Spotify is a music streaming platform.
Yeah.
Do we need to be on Spotify?
No.
We don't.
You could put some of your music on there.
Well, then I could? Oh,
Yeah.
well, the answer then is 0. Yeah, I know they want to know that, but I mean, we have tons of followers at Orange Blossom Opry because I thought of that. Why can't we get an endorsement? I mean, tons of people see us there every week, watching from all over the country. So,
But see, if you're somebody like world famous Keith Horn, he's already got endorsements.
which he does. Yeah.
So,
our world famous bass player does have endorsements. The rest I had a couple endorsements. I had an endorsement with Diodario, and I had an endorsement with PV for a long time. I've still got PV amplifiers laying around the place that I got, but I haven't searched out any recently, so maybe we ought to see if we could get us some strings. We go through a lot of strings. We have tons of...
lots of different instruments, too, not just guitar strings, but we have acoustic guitar, electric guitar, 12-string guitar, 12-string electric guitar, mandolin, steel, violin.
Yeah.
The strings can drive you broke.
Eat you up. Yeah, well, we have a 12-string guitar that's kind of it's a company guitar. It belongs to the Opry, and we play it. Everybody kind of uses it, and even if your guitar just sits there for a while, those strings kind of get funky.
Yeah.
So you can't let your guitar sit there for a month or so. And but we're going to break out the 12-string this weekend because we're going to do "Dance with Me" again.
Cool.
So, all right, we're fixing to wind up. Everybody, any more questions here we can help you out with? Thank you all for coming out. A lot of folks
We got a New Year's party too. We got to mention.
Is Ty Love going to be in the Christmas show?
Ty is not going to be in the Christmas show. I can't stand Ty Love. No, just kidding. I love that guy to death. The thing with the Christmas show and Ty is he works a lot now. And he's working a lot, and to make a commitment for the Christmas show was a big commitment. I had that problem finding a lot of people because we do so many shows. And a lot of them on Sunday. We do 2 shows on Sunday, 2 shows on Saturday, and a lot of those guys go out and work. And Ty's working all the time. I see him all over the place. So he won't. But Ben Simmons, who's a big favorite, he'll be in the show. He'll be there. And
Neil
Laura,
and Jenny are going to be in it.
Laura Kate, Neil, and Jenny will be in the show. Suzanne Reynolds will be in the show. Ben
Charlene's going to be part of it.
Charlene, his wife's in the show. So it'll be pretty cool. We got lots of people. I'm really excited about Kevin Kingston. Most of y'all know Kevin played bass here for I think 13, 14 years here at the Opry. He's going to come back and be in our Christmas show. He's going to do the character Vern with me. Zeke and Vern will make a reappearance, a short one, but we'll be back. And then we're going to do a choir thing. Kevin's going to sing in the choir and probably get him to sing a song or two on his own as well. So we're excited to have him back. Christmas shows are selling a lot, so be out there and get it. Anything else out there? Because we're fixing to wind up. Yeah, there is a big New Year's Eve show I want to tell you all about. That show's a bunch of fun because it's one of those shows where we just kind of play anything, and people get up and play. Nathan, our sound man, comes up and plays drums. It's just kind of a real jam of whoever wants to do whatever gets up and plays. And I think it's 7 to 10, Roger, is that right? New Year's this year's 7 to 10. If someone's giving me the nod,
Yeah.
Yep. 7 to 10 on New Year's Eve. And so that's musically a lot of fun because Lord knows what will happen at that show. Lots of things. All right. Well, it's winding down. Thank you for everybody. Thanks to Captain Kurt, Fast Eddie, everybody, and Dangerous Dave for sitting in there. I'm Bobby Randall. On behalf of everybody here at the Orange Blossom Opry, God bless you. God bless the United States. See you all next time. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.